Hey gorgeous souls, it's Valerie here, and let's talk about something super important, self-care. We hear it everywhere, right? But what does it really mean to truly take care of ourselves? It's not just about bubble baths and face masks, although those are awesome. It's about nourishing your mind, body and spirit, creating a life you love from the inside out. In this video, I'm sharing a step-by-step framework to help you create a self-care plan that actually works. We're going to ditch the overwhelm and create a plan that's realistic, effective, and fits seamlessly into your amazing life, because you deserve to feel your best, inside and out. So grab your journal, your favorite beverage, and let's dive in. Let's get real for a sec. There's this misconception that self-care is all about luxurious spa days and indulging in expensive treats. And while those can be amazing ways to unwind, true self-care runs much deeper, my friend. It's about tuning into your needs on every level, physical, mental, and emotional. It's about creating a life that feels good on the inside, not just looks good on the outside. Think about it. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you nourishing your body with healthy foods? Are you moving your body in ways that feel good? Are you taking time to connect with your inner self? These are the questions that lead to true, lasting self-care. It's about those daily choices and practices that nourish your soul and help you thrive. Let's be honest. Without a plan, self-care can easily fall off our to-do list. Life gets hectic, we get overwhelmed, and taking care of ourselves becomes an afterthought. That's why having a structured self-care plan is so crucial. It's like having a roadmap for your well-being, guiding you back to yourself when life throws curveballs your way. Think of it as a non-negotiable commitment to your own happiness and well-being, just like any important appointment in your calendar. A well-structured plan helps you prioritize your needs and create space for the things that light you up, even on the busiest of days. And the best part? It doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the simpler, the better. Alright, gorgeous souls, we're diving into action steps. And the first one is all about you. Before you can build a self-care plan, you gotta know what lights you up, what makes you feel truly nourished. Think about those moments when you feel most energized, most alive, most like your best self. What are you doing? Who are you with? What kind of energy surrounds you? Grab your journal and jot down everything that comes to mind. Are you someone who craves quiet time in nature? Or maybe you come alive when you're connecting with friends and family. Perhaps it's expressing your creativity, learning something new, or simply having a good belly laugh. Whatever it is, don't hold back. This is about uncovering those essential ingredients that make you feel whole. This is about understanding your unique recipe for happiness and well-being. Once you know what truly fills your cup, you can start building a self-care plan that supports those needs. Okay, my friend, now that you've got a good grasp on what brings you joy, let's talk about the 4 pillars of a well-rounded self-care plan: physical, emotional, mental, and social. Think of these as the foundation for a truly thriving life. Physical self-care is all about nourishing your body with movement, nutritious food, and enough rest. It's about listening to your body's cues and giving it what it needs to function at its best. Remember, self-care isn't about punishment, it's about respect. Emotional self-care is about making space for your feelings, all of them. It's about developing healthy coping mechanisms for stress, processing emotions in a healthy way, and cultivating more joy and gratitude in your life. And let's not forget mental self-care. This is about keeping your mind sharp, engaged, and stimulated. It could be reading, learning a new skill, or simply giving yourself permission to unplug and daydream. Feed your curiosity, my friend. Now let's talk about setting ourselves up for success. Because honey, there's nothing more discouraging than setting unrealistic expectations. We're going for sustainable change, not burnout. Instead of aiming for a complete life overhaul overnight, let's focus on small, actionable steps. These are the tiny wins that build momentum and create lasting change. Remember, you're not running a sprint, you're building a self-care lifestyle. So ditch the all-or-nothing mentality. Instead of vowing to hit the gym every single day, Start with 2 or 3 days a week. Instead of aiming for elaborate home-cooked meals every night, commit to adding one more serving of veggies to your plate each day. These small shifts might seem insignificant at first, but trust me, they have a ripple effect. They create a positive feedback loop that motivates you to keep going. Remember, my love, progress over perfection. Alright, gorgeous souls, we're ready to build some self-care muscle. Just like any new habit, consistency is key. We're not talking about overhauling your entire life overnight. Remember, small steps, big results. Think about those 4 key areas we talked about: physical, emotional, mental, and social. Choose one simple, actionable habit from each category and schedule them into your week. Imagine this. Monday, you kickstart the week with 15 minutes of journaling. Tuesday, you flow into your body with a quick yoga session. Wednesday, you prioritize connection with a friend over coffee or a virtual chat. See how doable this is? And hey, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be progress. You've got this. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the guilt monster. So many of us struggle with putting ourselves first. We've been conditioned to believe that self-care is selfish. But let me tell you something beautiful. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Just like you wouldn't hesitate to refuel your car when it's running low, you deserve to give yourself the same care and attention. Imagine trying to care for your loved ones, your work, your responsibilities when you're running on fumes. It's not sustainable. Give yourself permission to prioritize your well-being, guilt-free. Remember, when you feel your best, you show up as the best version of yourself for everyone around you. Okay, amazing work so far. Now here's the thing about self-care. It's not a one-size-fits-all, set-it-and-forget-it kind of deal. It's a journey. And like any good journey, it requires a little course correction along the way. That's where tracking your progress comes in. This doesn't have to be complicated. Grab a journal, use an app, or simply jot down a few notes each week. How are you feeling? What's working well in your self-care routine? Are there any habits that feel forced or draining? This is valuable information, my friend. If something isn't working, adjust it. Self-care should feel nourishing and energizing, not like another item on your to-do list. Remember, this is about creating a life you love, filled with practices that light you up from the inside out. Okay, gorgeous, let's talk about commitment. You know how you wouldn't dream of canceling on an important client meeting? Well, guess what? Your self-care appointments deserve that same level of respect. Think of it this way. Self-care isn't an afterthought, something you squeeze in if you have time. It's an investment in your well-being, your happiness, your everything. And just like any important meeting, it needs to be scheduled and honored. So grab your planner, whether it's digital or the good old-fashioned paper kind, and literally block out time for yourself. No excuses. That could be 30 minutes of Pilates in the morning, an hour-long walk in the afternoon, or even just 15 minutes of quiet time with a good book before bed. Remember, you are the CEO of your life, and every successful CEO knows that prioritizing their well-being is non-negotiable. So make that commitment to yourself and watch how your life transforms. Have you ever noticed how much easier it is to stick to healthy habits when you're surrounded by positive vibes? It's like magic. That's why creating a supportive environment is absolutely crucial for your self-care journey. Start by taking a good look at your surroundings. Is your living space cluttered and chaotic, or is it a calm and inviting sanctuary? Remember, your environment can either drain your energy or uplift you. So, declutter, organize, and infuse your space with things that spark joy. Next, think about the people you surround yourself with. Are they positive, uplifting, and encouraging of your self-care practices? Or do they drain your energy and make you feel guilty for taking time for yourself? Remember, you deserve to be surrounded by people who lift you higher. And finally, don't underestimate the power of consuming inspiring content. Fill your social media feeds with accounts that motivate you. Listen to uplifting podcasts and read books that nourish your soul. Remember, you become what you consume, so choose wisely. And that's it. A practical, simple guide to building a self-care plan that truly works. Which of these steps resonated with you most? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more self-care and wellness tips, turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload.